I'm gonna start disintegrating.
Yeah, your brain will shrink, your word can start to get old, they age real quick.
So what should I do?
Get into a healthy lifestyle.
I am.
You are?
Yeah?
I don't know what you do. I can take your word for it. You like that?
Well, wait, that's all you're gonna say? You're gonna disintegrate. Goodbye.
You ever see any? I remember people when I was in my 30s. I went back to my hometown, early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was a teenager, what they looked like, how they were, how
Who?
dynamic they were, how active they were.
Who?
Friends I grew up with in the streets and
Oh.
around my neighborhood and other neighborhoods
Mm-hmm.
in general. And the ones that were active didn't have much stress in their life, and didn't have bad habits, had a good diet. They looked almost the same age 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that had bad habits and didn't eat correctly and didn't work out right,
Mm-hmm.
they looked like they were in their 40s.
Oh, are you saying that's why I look like I got fat?
No,
Since you
no,
saw me a year ago, it's not because I wasn't eating right a year ago or anything. It's just I
So
got
a year's not a
fat.
real long time. I mean, gaining weight's not real bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can lose that weight in a few months.
I don't want to lose
Couple
this
months.
weight.
No, I mean, you can lose the body fat, and you can tone your body up.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to lose this weight. It took me a long time to get to this weight.
What are you talking about?
Hmm?
Get you a long. What are you talking about? A long time.
It took
You can
me.
eat garbage, and in 2-3 weeks, you can gain 20 fucking pounds.
That's not true.
What? You afraid? You're unhappy because you were thin, and you had a hard time putting on weight.
No, I wasn't unhappy because I was thin. I was just thin because,
You have a fast metabolism.
and I couldn't afford to eat right.
Oh. Okay. I guess
Yeah.
that makes. Yeah, but you're not eating right now. You're eating a lot of sugar.
What?
Your ice cream.
So?
That's not eating right.
I eat ice cream every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not eating right. That's fat and sugar.
Fat is good for you.
Not saturated fat. Too much saturated fat clogs your arteries.
Well, that's fine.
Some saturated fat produces testosterone. Sugar's nothing for you. It's a fucking drug.
Everything is sugar.
No, everything isn't sugar.
Everything is sugar.
Moderation.
No, everything is sugar.
There's sugar in a lot of things.
Everything is
I'm not
pretty
talking
much
about
sugar.
fruit sugar. That's different. Talking about this kind of white sugar, man-made sugar,
Oh.
cane sugar. Stuff's no good for you. It makes you hyper. Makes you neurotic. It has a lot of side effects.
But I eat the ice cream when I go to bed.
Side effects.
Yeah. I eat the ice cream when I go to bed.
If I gave you a book on sugar consumption, you'd freak out. If you looked it up on the computer, side effects of sugar.
Frank, I've worked at health food stores for like 4 years of my life. I've heard everything about sugar.
It should be. You should go to a pharmacy to get sugar. That's how powerful it is.
It should be prescribed over the counter.
Yeah. Sugar and salt. Salt makes you angry.
Salt.
Irritates your kidneys.
What?
Sugar has so many side effects. I could go on for hours on what it does to your brain and what it does to your body. It's like heroin. I'm telling you, in moderation, sugar, man. It's powerful stuff.
What about caffeine?
Caffeine's powerful, but it's got more, if you're healthy, it's got more benefits, medicinal benefits than down. If you have a weak heart or irregular heartbeat, you shouldn't drink coffee. You shouldn't drink it late if you're sensitive to it because it can give you insomnia.
Yeah.
But the benefits of it are focus, it's a painkiller, It raises testosterone and gives you strength in the gym for weight training. I can testify to that. Hung out with a lot of professional and world-class bodybuilders. They all drink 6, 7 cups a day.
Really?
And it helps them with their lifting like 20%.
Yikes.
Yeah, caffeine. That's a good thing. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. If you drink too much of it, then you get immune to the effects. And then it doesn't even, it burns out your glands. Burns the glands out above, that lay on top of your kidneys, adrenal glands. You get burned out.
How do you know?
Studied it, researched it. I hung out with nutrition people, I hung out with doctors, I hung out with, you name it. Anything that has to do with nutrition or sports medicine or working out or martial arts, or I have to know. It's a big area, from psychology to medicine.
Why do you have to know?
Because when you start teaching, you have a lot of responsibility, so you have to know the whole physiology of the person you're teaching. You're responsible for everything.
Who do you teach?
I used to teach people. I used to be an assistant to a grandmaster.
Oh.
I was his assistant. I'd stand in for him. I'd have to study everything he teaches. It's a lot of work, and it burns you out. Because people are real difficult.
Yeah.
They're too demanding. So when you teach them, you have to keep a certain level and a wall between you and them. Because you're teaching, you're a specialist, and they're too demanding. They want everything. Everything they can take from you. They'll drain you alive, and they don't even mean it. They're just so fucked up. So they teach you how fucked up you are. They help you work with yourself, and they also, you have to defend yourself while you're teaching them. It's clinical tiptoeing. It's tightrope walking all the time. And it's a lot of tension. So I needed to take a break.
You needed to take a break?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing now?
Yeah, I got burnout.
How long have you been on break?
A couple of years.
Damn.
What it takes.
It takes that long to recover?
Sometimes never recover.
Sometimes never.
Never. Sometimes you're fortunate enough you didn't do too much damage to yourself, and you can function and do your own thing and train yourself. And maybe a couple of people that are close to you.
Look at all of that sugar.
Yeah, it's too much sugar. I got a sweetener here you can use.
Yeah.
There's a couple drops.
I know. Stevia is disgusting.
You're totally into taste.
Stevia is disgusting.
If you just be more conscious of the sugar.
How many plants does it take to make that bottle of stevia? Like,
You have to take the good with the bad. You got to go in the gray area, and you have to get the best of the worst.
the gray area?
That's what you have to live by in life.
What do you mean, the gray area?
You can't be lily white. You can't be totally black. Two extremes. They're not realistic. You have to come somewhere in the middle and find out where your common denominator lies in your physiology, your own unique way of dealing with life.
Okay.
So you've got to find a gray area. So I'm not a preacher.
You're not?
No.
You
I'm
never
just
worked at a church?
What?
You never worked at a church?
Yeah, I worked at a church.
Oh.
But that's not the point.
What church?
What?
What church?
It was called the Rock Church. You know who the Rock is? Peter,
What? Oh,
disciple of Christ.
Pina. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not a preacher. I'm just a natural teacher. That's it. And I don't push it because that's not me either. I don't really relate to that. It's just something I can step into and step out of. I can do it and I can be okay. Not do it and I'll be totally fine, because the less you do, the less pressure you have on yourself. The more you relax, the more in tune you get with your inner nature.
Yeah.
You get around too many people, you pick up a lot of bad habits because they fuck with you. They can't help it. They're crazy.
They're crazy.
Crazy in a sense where they don't have any control over it. And they put it on people. That kind of crazy. you know?
Yeah.
Like last night, when I went to Maurice's house,
Uh-huh.
those people seem normal.